Hello, hello, hello. Hello, guys. Happy Monday. Hello, Cindy and Linda and Sue and Pam and Letitia and Kay and Janet and Ann. And my volume is on. Let's turn that off. And Veronica, I sent you your happy mail today. So, me too, Pam. I'm excited about painting on what we did yesterday. So, you guys don't forget to like, comment, and share. Let your creative friends know that we are live and gonna create and paint and have some fun. I'm looking tired. Hi, Linda and Lois and Diane. Had another night of insomnia. So, anyway, I have Kay Reynolds over on YouTube. I'm live, so if you're not seeing me, maybe refresh your screen. Hi, Diane. Oh, you're so welcome, Veronica. I hope you enjoy them. They are great brushes. So, hi, Norma. Oh, goodness gracious. So it was a busy day. Had got new members into the group, which was awesome because they're having a look around all the files and all the lessons we have, and so it was nice to have them on the group this morning. We have a group lesson tomorrow night, so that'll be there first. I'm excited about that. Hi, Melissa. You got the live notification? Awesome. That doesn't always happen, does it? Even though if you subscribe. Hi, Melinda. Anyway, so I just had a busy day trying to get things done for my group, we're doing a basket. I don't know if you can see that page back there with hydrangeas in it. I have to tweak it. That's why I haven't posted it, y'all, in the group. I have to tweak those hydrangeas a little bit. But that's what we're doing tomorrow night in the group. So, anyway, hi, Terry. All right. And Kim, so good to see you guys on. We will just chit-chat for a few minutes, let other people get their notification, and we'll start with some happy mail. That I will give away from yesterday's live. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Carol. So where are you guys viewing from? Let me know where you're viewing from and what your temp is there. My chair. It is 75 here still. And just a beautiful, beautiful day. Absolutely gorgeous. And the thing that it's made it even better is the house over there is getting a brand new roof. They've had holes in that roof for years. But someone bought that worn down house. It's been an eyesore in our neighborhood. We live in a nice neighborhood. But anyway, so someone's fixing it up. So I'm excited. Hi, Molly Ann, back for more. Thanks, you guys, for coming back for more. Hi, Marie. 75 in Connecticut. Wow, Janet. Wow, you guys were just having cold weather, right? Yeah, Melinda, I knew you were in Lakeland. Or in Florida. I don't know if I knew you were in Lakeland. 62 and chilly in central Indiana. 57 in New York, where Terry's at. Oh my goodness. And Darlene from Michigan. 78 in Missouri. Awesome. We are 80 in Delaware. Wow, things kind of warmed up in the Northeast, didn't they? I have family from Delaware. So Maryland and Delaware. Watching from Northwest Pennsylvania, 80. Wow, that's awesome. 90s here this week in Phoenix. Oh my goodness. Linda, you have some hot temps there. Hello, Suzanne Braun. Chilly and rainy in North Idaho. Hi, Marilyn. Thank you again yesterday for the stars. So yeah, it was a beautiful day. And my husband said 64 in Albany. Weather was wonderful all day in our part of Colorado right now, perfect 67, and it was snow on Saturday, right? That's just crazy. Excuse me. 82 in Texas. Hi, Kay from Virginia. What was I gonna say? Completely lost my train of thought. You already know our weather. I sure do, Robin. Hi. Although it could be different from one end of Georgia to the other, right? Hi, Deb. Good evening from Dole. Wow. 54. Your package went out today. Oh. I was like, I didn't order anything, and don't send me anything else. You're always so generous to me. Hi, Lucy. So, oh, that's what I was going to tell you. I was going to go get my nails done today, and we're supposed to have a cold front come through tonight and drop it to about 62 as high tomorrow. And I just got so busy I didn't have time. So I'm hoping, because I broke another nail, and we'll have to see how good I am at creating with these two Band-Aids on my finger, because I don't know about y'all, but I can't stand to wear gloves. Like when I would do pouring and all those other things. I don't like gloves on my hands, just like I don't like socks on my feet. So, hi Donna, can't stay long, no worries. Glad you're here. And your name will go on the wheel because you were here and you commented. So, to be entered, if you like, comment, share on my live, I will take all the names, like I did this afternoon, put them on the wheel, let it spin, and draw 3 names tomorrow. I'm going to draw 3 names tonight for some really cool stencils that 3 of them no one has. Melissa, Powder Springs, Georgia. Beautiful today. It was gorgeous in Georgia today. Yes, that cold front got here today. I'm sorry, Chris. You guys have had your fair share of weather too. So, and if this is your first time joining me, let me know. Cindy, my son and his fiance right now are in Sea Springs. But they're moving back to Georgia soon, so can't wait. Cannot wait. Anyway, so I've been painting all day. I do have paint all over my fingers still. And my desk over there is an absolute wreck. But I have some fun things coming up that I will share with you guys soon. And at the hospital waiting for my sister-in-law to get out of back surgery. Oh goodness, Eileen, praying. Hope everything goes well. That's not an easy thing. Yikes. So nice to see all the new members coming on today, right, Anne? I totally agree. Totally agree. I was thrilled to send them their email, and so the emails have been sent. If you joined us yesterday, you think you hit the sad face, Linda? That's okay. So if you joined us today and you got an email from me giving you the information on how to get into the private group, those emails have gone out. So if you don't see it in your inbox, maybe check your spam folder, because there's still a few of you that have not requested to be into the private group. So don't like gloves either. Just wish to wash the paint off my hand. Yep. Keep baby wipes close. Absolutely. Aw, thank you, Eileen. So all my painting friends down South Colorado. Too funny, Kathy. Now you can just get a second home, right? No problem, Kay Reynolds. Just happy that you're here. And again, your name will go on the wheel. I am going to go live tomorrow night. I do have a lesson with my membership group at 7 o'clock. Yeah, 7 o'clock tomorrow night Eastern time. So most likely I will get done with that, and it will be around 9 o'clock. And we'll do something completely different, because I'm going to paint on the 2 pages that I did yesterday with you guys. And then we'll go from there. Got mine, visited and printed out a couple of things to work on. Fantastic, Suzanne. Love it. I know Virginia was saying that she looked at so many things that her iPad battery died twice. I thought that was funny. Your second, yes, home would be near Boston. My second home would be at the beach. Hi, Carol. No worries. Okay, well, let's take care of one giveaway first. So, first person that I saw, the thing is, it all depends on how it pops up on my screen. And over on YouTube is Ann McGow. And on Facebook, Cindy Braden. Ladies, message me and let me know what e-packet you'd like on my website. Okay? And I will get that sent off to you either tonight or tomorrow. Hi, Carol Doyle. I know, I'm excited too to see how this all comes together. Hi, Marlene. Oh my goodness. All righty. We're going to do maybe 2 more minutes, then we're going to get started because I would like to paint both these pieces. So I got Happy Mail today. I love Happy Mail. So I got a very sweet card. I won't read it, but let's just say I had happy tears. It brought me a lot of joy. And so Lori Skippington, I know you're not here tonight, but hopefully on the replay you'll see this. Molly Ann, thank you for the stars. You're so sweet. Okay, so y'all know how much I love Hello Kitty. Anyway, so Lori Skippington sent me this, and I haven't decided if I'm going to put soap in it, lotion in it, or hand sanitizer so that I can have it out on my desk all the time. I'm kind of thinking hand sanitizer. Isn't that the cutest, though? Thank you, Lori. It was very sweet of you. I'm not part of Santa Group with the president. She is a wonderful teacher. She has a wealth of information. Best is learning how to use your fingers and using baby wipes. You'll never regret being a part of her tribe. Thank you so much, Linda. Hi, Janet. This is your first time. Linda Honeycutt from Florida. Well, Linda, welcome. Hi, Linda from Winnipeg. So glad that you guys are here. Oh, Melinda, is that your mom? How sweet. All right. So I am going to talk a little bit about my membership group, show you a few more of my favorite pages and everything. This is an open invitation to you. The doors to my membership group are officially open. You can find the information on my website, which is right there, sandymctierdesigns.com. You'll see that little logo. You can click on that on the home page, and it will take you to the information about my membership group, okay? So we'll talk about that in just a second. Oh, you're so welcome, and just let me know which e-packet you'd like. Yep, my mama. Oh, it's sweet. My mom usually logs on Sunday, but don't know that she will tonight. Anyway, okay, so we had 3 Happy Mail giveaways from yesterday. Let me get that out of the way. We'll talk about my membership group. I'm going to show you some of my favorite designs that we've done. Hi, Nanette. And then get into the things that I painted last night and what we're going to paint on them. Okay, so I do have 3 names, and let me just go ahead and come right down here, and I will show you what the 3 are going to be sent in their little Happy Mail package. And again, all you have to do to enter my giveaways is like, comment, share, and then I put everyone's name on the wheel, and the wheel selects the winners. Okay, so this is the 6x6 Paris cancellation stamp. This is an M285 that Tracy Morrow and I have. These are brand spanking new. No one has these. So there's a dragonfly stencil, and then there's the butterfly one I mentioned yesterday, but did not have it here, and then a multi dragonfly stencil, so you can use, and I'm probably going to use one of them tonight on one of the pages. So 3 people getting all 4 of those stencils, and the first one is, they're all exactly the same, Dixie Brown, So Dixie, message me your mailing address and I will get these shipped off to you. The other is Rochelle Cornegay. Rochelle, message me your mailing address. You can do that on my website, hit the contact button, or you can always go to my Facebook page and message me from there. And then the third one, Joanne Hall. Okay, so y'all's names came up on the wheel for those 4 stencils. I will get them shipped out as soon as I get y'all's information. All right, so let's move those out of the way. And then get started on our things. So, like I mentioned, I have a membership group. I started it during the pandemic. I wanted a way to be able to connect and create with people and play and help people find the joy of creating again, because I know for, a time in my art journey that there was a time that I was like, and I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do, but I do know that my number one passion is teaching and painting and creating. Hi, Carol. Hi, Peg. Okay, so we always do a word of the year, and this year my word is focus. So one of the things that I wanted to do with my membership group this year that we hadn't done in the past was to create a piece of art doing the same kind of process that we did to create our page so that this can be out all year long. So this is just on a wood block that I got from Hobby Lobby. It had something ugly on it, and I sanded it and put it on here. So I have this out all year long. I'm going to have it out all year long so that I can remember my word is to focus. So I had done the page first, and then again, I modeled my art piece, and many in the group did theirs too and shared them, and they were absolutely amazing. Linda, those stencils will be on my website this week. They're not right now, but yes, they will be this week. Okay, so let me move that out of the way. I don't think I have anything else in that book I wanted to share and show. We did the cover. I think I told you guys yesterday we did the cover in my membership group just as a lesson, and then I just did that one to do something on the back. It's just more fun when they're decorated. Hi, Mary. Hi, Dawn. Okay, so again, I wanted to share some of my favorite lessons that I had done with my group. So last year we did Flowers of the Month. Was it last year or the year before? Well, the year was the year before. So this will be, October will be 4 years that I've had my membership group. And there are over 180 plus lessons that they're so varied, and just the subject, a lot of flowers. I love flowers. But there are other things as well. So 2 years ago, we did Flowers of the Month. And whatever month it was, the rose. We did different things. And one lady in my group, Linda Myers, always does this really pretty poem. But what I want you to remember, like I mentioned yesterday, is while this is painted in a journal, there's my mailing address. I had to send that page to someone. While this is painted in a journal, this could be painted on a canvas. You could leave the words off, but absolutely do the same thing in the background with the stamps and the stencils. Leave the word rose off, or you could put that on, So I have a rose lesson in there. I know I showed the peacock that folded out yesterday. This is another one of my favorites. That's this cute little guy that led to a lesson that I taught at OKC last year. And this is what I'm grateful for. Blessed, and what was this one? Thankful, grateful, and blessed. And I just wrote in all of those. So love that wood grain background, and I go start to finish with my group on how to do all that. This was another one of my favorites that we were talking about yesterday about texture, and just look at all that texture in the background. And the stencils, you can see one of my favorite stencils that I used yesterday. But all these lessons are recorded. You have access to all of them in the group when you join. That's another one that I loved. After last night, I drug out my art journal. I got front and back page gesso one step closer. That's wonderful to hear, Linda. Oh, Lucy, I will tag you on the membership group page for the that scarecrow. Okay, it was so much fun to do. Thank you, Linda. Okay, so this was another fun one to do, just kind of loose and fun background. And, you know, we were doing glass and see-through things, and then, you know, taking it a step further and doing ice cubes. But, you know, all these things are recorded after I do them live with my group, and then they get to go back and watch them all. So we did the grisaille technique of very monochromatic pages. This is another one that I did the year before I did the scarecrow. And again, that's, you know, things that I'm grateful for. This one, I actually just took a branch from outside, put paint on it, laid it onto my page, and then just started painting it, kind of get the shape and the way those leaves laid. But then I had a lesson in my membership on water droplets. So I put those on there and then shared how to do water droplets. We've done scroll work, we've done roses, daisies, you name it. Again, I love painting flowers. So you're welcome, Lucy. Here's another one that led to another lesson that I actually shared it on Creative Innovations in painting, but I had done it with my members first. And then this one became a pattern packet. So because it became a pattern packet, my members got the pattern packet for free. So that was another one where we were doing water droplets, dimensional, just how to do different backgrounds. We did, this was the Ukrainian sunflower that we did. I had done this on another art group 2 years ago, last year. Anyway, those are both loaded in my membership. We did teacups because one of the months was pansies, was the flower of the month. And then, of course, I have my whole stacked teacup line. Anyway, there's just so many different things. We've done wisteria and bird of paradise, dogwood. So let's move that out of the way. Okay, so one of the pages I did last night, if you'll remember, I'm going to flip-flop back and forth. So this is one that I had done with my membership group, and then there was a second one that we did, and I don't think it's in this book. But it just had, no, there's not. But anyway, so the whole background was done just like I did this one. I took that palette paper, and oh my, so many lessons. No worry, Linda, you know where they're at, right? So, Facebook's freezing. Oh, hate to hear that, but so glad that you moved over to YouTube. Okay, so we took that palette paper and mushed it together, unfolded it, and then put it on my journal page. My journal page had been base coated with gesso, just to give it a little bit of movement, okay? Will you be still teaching those same techniques again? Sylvia, so they're in my membership group. I tend not to bring the things that I do with my membership group too much out into what I do, like even on my Sundays in the studio, only because, you know, that's kind of a benefit for them of being a member. But I am going to show you how to do this, okay? Well, I drew something out today. I had a page that I had drawn out from my membership group that I never did anything with. And so I just took some of those flowers and, you know, kind of mimicked it on here. But what I want to do first is let's move this to the side and see. Let's see if that other one is in here. It's not. Okay. So on the other page that we did that you guys helped me create with the suggestions of the background, and all that, I went ahead and started drawing just some flowers on it. Of course, you know, I love a flower. Let's zoom in just a little. So we have that bokeh background, and I'm going to do the petals with gesso because remember one of our prompts yesterday was texture. So I thought I would add a little bit more texture with some gesso. And then while it's drying, we can go to that other page. So I'm going to just pick up some gesso on a dry brush. And even though I have the pen line on there, I'll still be able to see it. And I am going to try and get it a little bit thick. This is going to do two things. It's going to, thank you, Linda. It's going to act as a barrier between all that's going on in the background. However, I don't care if some of that shows through when we go to put color on it. I'm not going to paint it like I would, say, decorative painting. I'm just going to mix media, paint it up, and put color here and there, but not everywhere. But gesso, again, as you guys saw yesterday, is just a great product to create texture. So a little bit more. Okay. So all those little ridges and everything are going to help when we go to put that color on. Okay. Thank you, Donna. That was my all-time favorite lesson with the line work flowers. It's really cool. Oh, I totally agree, Melissa. Totally agree. And Melissa's one in my group that will do a lot of times. She'll take our lessons. We were talking about this yesterday, that while we're painting pretty much on a journal page to save on not having 100 different surfaces, all your art's in one place, but I encourage them always to take it outside the journal. And Melissa is one that does and paints beautifully and puts them on canvas and hangs them in her office. And it's always nice to see when they goes beyond the art journal. This is where you can play. This is where I play with product that's new. When I want to test something, whether it's, colors together or crackle medium or just different mediums or a different way to paint something, this is my place to come and play. And giving yourself permission to play really does so much for your art. I promise you. It is it's just a great way to relax, and it's something that I started many years ago and would sit down with not a thought in my mind of what I wanted to paint or what I wanted to do, and it just all came together. And in the end, I was just like, I absolutely love this process of playing and creating, and if I want to take it out onto a canvas or something else and be more detailed, I can. But anyway, all right, let's move this to the side. And I'm going to get this one over here. So same thing on this one. I do love the colors and how all this came together. If we need to, like this is a very dark area where I had that blue, I can always lighten it up. I am also one of those weird ones who has never painted on a journal page. No problem, Kathy, but you do some amazing things though on those wood cradles, canvas, wood that you cut, and then she always adds really cool embellishments and things to it as well. So, all right. So I'm going to pick some colors. I do think I'm going to stick with blues. I was going to do green, but I think I will just stick with, oh yeah, for sure. I have an entire wall of Sandy's lessons on canvas and wood. I love that. Okay, so this is Prussian blue. And then I'm going to get out a little bit. This group has me going outside my comfort zone in a good way. Aw, thank you, Janet. Blue raspberry. Oop, that one needs to be shaken up. Let me show you this right here, guys. When you have that come out of your paint, don't get rid of it. It's a great medium for floating. That color, of course, but I did not shake that very well. And then we'll get out a little bit of white. Okay, so I'm going to use probably, I'll start with a 3/8. Do I want a 3/8 angle? I think I'm going to do, if I can find one. Hello, there it is. A 3/8 angle. And I'm going to pick up that Prussian blue. And so basically the premise of this is to leave everything that I drew alone and go around those with background color. Okay, you could do black as well. But if you missed yesterday's, go check out and see how we did this, this background. It was basically just the colors that were left on my palette. Getting into all these little nooks and crannies. I'm just lifting up on the toe of that brush. So I did have a couple of emails and questions. So while I'm painting this, I will let you know. So the number one was, if you sign up for a couple of months and then you decide you needed to take a break, can you re-sign up in a couple of months? And the thing is, the doors to my membership group are officially open now. They will close on Friday. Friday evening, they're going to close, and they won't be open until later this year. So in a nutshell, the answer is no. If you need to take a break, unfortunately, you'll have to wait until I open the doors again. I had kind of always left them open unofficially. And as far as paperwork and everything, it just makes it a little bit more difficult to know when people signed up. So I'm going to go back to doing where I open it a couple times a year. And again, would love to have you guys join us. So again, this Prussian blue, absolutely love this color. And then we will start blending it as we go up to a lighter color. And then, of course, probably have to stencil it, just, you know, to kind of break up some of that dark color. So whatever brush to kind of get into all those little nooks and crannies. But look how that's starting to frame those flowers out, right? Can we purchase the stencils that were won today? So they will be on my website this week, Lucy. I have some new ones tomorrow as well. So I was going to do those through Wednesday and then get them up on my website. And then I have some brushes as well from Dynasty to give away. So, all right, let's turn this. This is a little on the dark side, so I might have to look at it closely to see where those things are. Again, all these little triangles, all these little spaces, that's really what frames it all out. Okay, then I'm going to go to that, what is that one? That is Blue Raspberry. And the thing with Blue Raspberry is very transparent. So I'm going to start up here. I just left that Prussian blue in my brush. This looks really cool when you do it with black. But just have all three of those colors because we don't have enough stencils or brushes. Right, Robin? 'Tis true. Okay. It wouldn't be a Sandy project without, you know, my fingers having paint on them, so. I could put a little bit of that light color there, just since it's so dark. Just kind of blend it out. So it doesn't even matter if the color, you know, if it goes with that flower or what that flower is supposed to be. It's just a matter of, I do think I'm going to put some of that lighter in here. You know, just enough to frame it out. Okay. And let's go there. So I'm trying to look up, see if there's any questions. Wendy Fahey always says fingers are the best blenders. They are. You've got 10 of the best ones attached to your body. I highly recommend using them. A lot of times it's so much easier and quicker to do that than to, you know, stop and grab a mop brush or to take a paper towel and, you know, try and fix it. But even when I'm painting and I want to blend something out, again, just blend it with your finger. We're going to soften that transition just a little bit. I will say probably the, other than just having a great group of people in my membership, the one thing I've absolutely loved seeing is how they've become friends and how they encourage each other and support each other and give feedback. And it's just a great sisterhood of creators. Now, that doesn't mean a gentleman can't join us. We'd be fine with that too. Okay, so now see where it's kind of not real solid in here. Get in there. Oops, I see a place I left right there. And so adding that white is just going to help take care of that, especially that very dark magenta that was in our background. Alrighty. Now, what I'll do is take a stencil. This will just kind of soften some areas. My favorite Tim Holtz Flourish stencil. So I need a paper towel. Late getting on. Hello, Claudette. We'll get some white. Who said I'm a collector of things? Aren't we all? Okay. So we're going to just lightly dust. So a little soft circular motion. Kind of see how that just softens that whole area. So we definitely want to put some of that in here, and it will lighten it as well. Okay. Let's get maybe a little there. Okay, I think I will come over here. Okay. Oh, hello, Sandy. Did I seriously just do that? Yes, I did. I dragged my stencil right through that Prussian blue. Aren't baby wipes a fantastic tool to have? I have to tell you, I probably use more now than when my kids were younger. With 3 boys. They were 15 months apart. So I had 3 babies under the age of 3. Okay, let's get a little right there. And let's try not to get into that. Mess it up. Alrighty, let's come up here. All right. So on the other one, I didn't have to do much to it because the colors were pretty much all these colors. There weren't a lot of dark colors. Again, using that blue, what you can do to, I don't know, just kind of make it less dark is to come in, if I can find where my leaf is, you know, and you can kind of lighten that area with the shape of that leaf. I don't think I'm going to add any green to it. Again, part of this whole idea is to use the colors of what was on your palette. I might bring a little green in there. On these flowers that are super, super dark, you can come in and add a little bit in the center. Okay. You can do the same thing over on this one. Same thing up here. And I'm just very loosely floating that white on, because these were pretty much just one color. So with this technique, again, doesn't Doesn't mean you can't go back and add color or do something to brighten something up. There, I think I'm going to try and brighten up that blue in the background. Make it look like it was that way. Okay. Then, media line. Media line's a great thing to have. It's my favorite paint. So, it is highly pigmented and creates just gorgeous oomph because it is highly pigmented and for the most part transparent. So just a little bit of that on the leaves that already have blue and green on them, but just kind of change the color a little bit, right? Down here, these don't have any, so I can add it. On that orange leaf, a little green. All right, and then I can come in with quinacridone magenta and do the same thing around those flowers. And do it on the one that has white, that I did white on. Okay, so that white barrier. Okay. Do a little center. So see how you can just add color here and there where you want it, but use the color from your palette to create that background. You can see how dark this one is. So again, putting that white down first, I just think it's a great, like this one, watch how that will pop. Okay, I'm not going to do too much more to that one. I am going to show you, you can come in with your Mezzaluna brushes, brushes to dry brush with, and that's where you can dry brush it on some of those darker areas. Again, that's just going to give it a little bit of texture. But it will also lighten it. Sounds like my parents, only they had 9. Wow. Thank you, Lynn. That's a lot of kids. Again, mine were 15 months to the day. First one was planned, second 2, God obviously planned because I had no intentions of having them that close. And you could always come back and go over those lines again with your pen, especially like on this one. You could dry brush those little daisy petals. Let that original color be the driving force of it. So and then I think I will add some of that green. Okay, so you see how you can just continue to play. You see where I dry brushed it, and then come back. You can use a gel Jelly Roll pen. These are not permanent, so what you have to do is use a workable fixative or matte spray to seal them, because if you use a brush on varnish, they are going to, it's just going to wipe right off. Plain, without any thought of that's wrong. Oh, look, I didn't do the lines on there. I will do those. Not right now, but giving yourself permission to play will make you a lot better at the other way that you like to create. Okay, let's do. And then remember what I said yesterday, there's 2 words in art that are not my favorite words. Never and always. When someone says, you know, never do it this way, or you always have to do it this way, that kills the joy of painting and creating. So, and if you have that talk in your head as you're doing it and you're just, you know, beating yourself up like, oh, I always do that. Change that script into, you know what, okay, let me see if I can do it this way. Just those little details with that white pen. All right. I think I'm going to leave it. Hello, David. How are you, brother? Thank you. Botanic Garden. You kind of like that, huh? Again, if this hadn't been so blue, I'm loving all the other colors everywhere else, but it's a little too blue. But again, go with it. It's done. If I wanted to change it, I could. A little bit of gesso, or just leave it. Alrighty. All right, let's move that to the side and go back to our page here. Again, we had that bokeh background with all the colors and stuff that we did yesterday. I see a line right there. That's what I drew out my flower first with a pencil, just so that I didn't mess it up. Okay, so I think I'm just going to kind of throw some colors at these. We'll get out some yellow. And we've got that quinacridone magenta. And I think I will do maybe some orange. What brand is my white pen? It is the, where did I stick it? It's Jelly Roll. It doesn't have a logo on it, but it usually says. The other ones I like are the Japanese. Nope, that's a Ranger one. I have not used that one. Huh. I don't know where. Maybe this one has it on there. Oh, there we go. Jelly Roll. Okay. I don't know why that one doesn't. All right. So we're going to just get this wet. I want this to be loose and not exact. They are poppies, but I want them to be, you know, just kind of mixed media. Loose and fun. And so we'll put a little bit of yellow in there. So, yes, that's a good question. I do use, on all my art pieces, pretty much, and on my journal pages, soft touch varnish, Duraclear. It seals them so that when you're painting on the other side, you can always wipe it off if you get something on the other side. And it just protects it. It protects your artwork. But my pages too, if you've ever seen and felt my journal pages, they feel like, a lot of them feel like leather. Because by the time you do the gesso and the paint and the finish with that soft touch varnish, so again, I don't want this to, I don't know. Let's just use our fingers. Because I'm going to come back and outline it with my pen. These journals really stand up to the abuse of water and paint. I love it when it does that and feels like leather too, Chris. That in there. See, allow yourself to play. Hi, Gilbert. No problem. We're just playing and creating on some pages that I created yesterday and talking about my membership group. Alrighty, let's dry some of this, and I might throw in some other yellow. But see how the gesso is going to show that that texture. Do I dare touch the wet with a blow dryer in my hand? I know there's quite a glare as soon as that is dry. Oh. That keeps the pages from curling, I forgot. So doing the other side. So if you do the other side with some gesso or matte medium, it will lay flat, and then once it's completely dry, you can roll it over, like roll it on itself. And I'll show you that when this is completely dry. I don't know if I have it handy. So again, Veronica, the thing with doing it in a journal is you've not ruined a $10 surface or a $5 surface. You can do the same exact thing in my group, all of our lessons. You can do the same exact thing on any surface: wood, canvas, paper mache. I have several that use a lot of the designs for cards or memory boxes. All right, let's let that finish drying, kind of on its own. Oh goodness, Sandy, what did you do? There we go. Try and move my heat tool. out of the way. I was hoping I had my lily to show you, but I don't. Let's do a little bit of green. So I'm going to use sap green. You can use plantation pine or any dark green. We'll just use our angle brush. Again, I don't care if you can see through it. That's one thing I love about this media line. And it just layers so pretty. Okay, speaking of, I meant to share with you guys, I did yesterday. Those Grumbucker journals are nice too. Yes, they are. And again, it's nice that you can take it out of the journal so that you can paint on it. I do want some, I want some pink in here somewhere. So we're going to put some of this pink. It will all come together, I promise. Sometimes I do things like this and wing it, and oh my gosh, it's not looking like I wanted it to. All right, let's try it. So while I'm drawing, let me pop this up on the screen and remind you guys about the ways that you can win up to $10,000 in cash prizes from DecoArt. All you do is register and invite your creative friends to join and register as well. The other is to actually create a piece. I cut my dragonflies out of cardboard, and I'm going to create on those. But if you go to DecoArt's website, right there, decoart.com, you can register, and then you'll get like a little link or something, and you just put that on your social media to share it with people, and you could be entered to win. The one great thing I absolutely love that they're doing is everybody that participates, registers, and creates a piece gets their name entered into for the prizes. So it doesn't matter what level painter you are. Everyone has an opportunity to win something. All right, let me do, what is that? That's Payne's Gray. I will use that. I was going to get black, but I'm just going to use Payne's Gray. Do I want black? I think I want black. So let me grab that. Oh, just, it'll be nice and dark. And then flat little brush. And I just have a small flat little brush. A lot of times I will do this with my my angle brush just to get those little stamens on. Okay, then we'll come up here. It's kind of up and down, up and down. And then we'll pick up some of that green. Put that in the center. All right, let's dry these. I'm not a very good painter. Hello, Chad. I bet you could paint anything. I'm a firm believer that everyone can do something creative. I would. Do you guys want to see one of the first things I painted? You don't have to be a good painter, just play and paint. That's my high school friend, Robin. That's funny. Yes, do you guys want to see it? I'll have to go get it. It's right over there on the shelf. But I keep it. Actually, my mom gave it. I had painted it for her. And it was many moons ago. It is so ugly. But why I've kept it and why I like to look at it is it reminds me of where I've come from, you know, and pretty much self-taught. Have taken classes with other artists and continually try to play and create and educate myself to learn more and paint better. I'm always trying to paint roses better. So let's get, yes, I want to see, yes. Okay. Let me finish this up and then I will. Let me find a Mezzaluna brush. And we're going to take a little bit of white and that green gold. It really is so ugly. I'm almost embarrassed. I have shared it with my membership group before. So that's that green, gold, and white. Show us your... Yeah, it wasn't the first thing, but I painted it, and at the time, I think I thought it was good, and that's okay. Thing is, I didn't give up and stop. I just kept on painting. It was a style that I had not done before, which is not a very easy style to learn, but I did. Okay, so I've got that on. Let's get a stylus. And you know what? I don't want to dot it just yet because I want to write with my pen. So a permanent fine, ultra fine tip Sharpie marker will work great. A Identipen. I don't use just your regular Sharpie. It will bleed. These Delimate pens that you can get on Amazon work great. They're double-ended as well, so you've got a fine tip and a thicker tip. And then, of course, your Identipen. So let me, hello, see if that's gonna, I wear these things down. We're just going to loosely outline it again. And that one's not going to work for me. See, I'm not even trying to go over those lines, okay? And then I have a little oval there, a little mustache for my poppy center. I will just dot it with that pen. one's going to go there. All right. Now, thank you, Carrie. Hi, Deb. Excited to see a lot of you in Chattanooga. That's going to be fun at the expo in Chattanooga. Alrighty, let's get a little bit of white. Y'all know how much I love just to give a little texture. So I'm just going to dry brush, and then we will come in with our stylus. And I just did, like a little gray. Just a little white with that black, just to kind of highlight some of these. The more random and quick you do it, the better it's going to look. And then we'll highlight the center a little bit more. On the line, off the line, dot it here and there, but not everywhere. Okay, now that center, let's add a little bit of color. So I'm going to add a little bit more of that green, gold with a little bit of white. Just kind of dab it on. And then we'll do that. I'll see you in the car. It's nice that it's not that far for us to travel to Chattanooga. Oh, thank you, Linda. Oh, I wish you could go too, Carrie. It's going to be fun. But, we will be sharing lots of pictures and videos from there. So a little bit of that cobalt teal hue. I love it with that green gold. Just makes it pop. We'll put some on the stem. Put some on the leaf. All right. Now, one of my favorite things to do, and I do it often on my Sundays in the studio, is cast shadows. So, look at that. Can we... Joanne Hall, did you see you won one of the giveaways from yesterday? So this is Payne's Gray, and I'm going to have to do it quite dark, just to compete with that background. I need a smaller brush. I like to use my like number 2 or 4, very small flat, this one, so 4, because you can almost just do the width of it. Again, wasn't going for, you know, it to be completely painted in, just loosely painted. Okay, and then I'm gonna take my angle brush, I think. Do I want an angle brush? Nope. I'm gonna use a round brush. Decisions, decisions. Okay. So I'm gonna, again, just in mixed media, you can just do about anything you want, right? So kind of soften those out a little, not so pronounced. Okay, I'm not liking that one right there. All right, hey. Splatter. Can't go wrong with splatter. Splatter softens everything. So I'm gonna get my brush, my Fugly brush, that I glittered. So this is the 1-inch oval encaustic. Get it wet. Find, actually we'll do some Payne's Gray first. I'll just do a little splatter. Okay, and then rinse that out. And we will get clean white. Oh, thank you, Chris. Did you see that, Lucy? Thank you so much, Chris. That was sweet of you. Thank you, Melinda. Oh, thank you, Kathy. Okay, so a little bit of white. Again, not everywhere, just kind of here and there. You could splatter a little bit on the flower as well. Alrighty. Then let's dry it. And then remember I said yesterday I used that paper and I covered it up, but with the gold that was on it. That's not the gold I want. The gold I want is here. So this was the gold I had used on that paper, the media metallic gold and silver, 2 amazing colors to have. And I'm going to, shocker, I'm going to stencil. Oh, you know what? I think I'm going to do a dragonfly. Should I do a dragonfly on here? Let me know. Let me know if you think I should do a dragonfly. All right. So a little bit of gold. Wipe it off. Thank you, Cheryl. I appreciate that. So, see that metallic gold right there? Oh, right there. Right there. Yes, 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 dragonfly, yes. Alrighty. So, I'm going to do one of these, and I'm going to have to do one where I have enough space, so probably this one. All right. I'm going to use green, so sap green. Oh, sandy. I need a dry paper towel. Okay, and I might even add a little bit of Payne's Gray in that just to darken it. And then I don't know how much that right here is going to show up, so I'm going to go a little gray, I think. Yeah, I'll put some blue on there, on his wings. Okay, so let that dry for just a second. I'm going to go grab that piece and show you how ugly it is. So this was painted 24 years ago. 24 years ago. Look. Isn't that ugly? 24 years ago I painted this. She doesn't, Janet. No, I created that one on my laser. But 24 years ago, guys. Oh, it's ugly, Robin. And you can say so. I know it is, and that's okay. But I keep it in my studio underneath a table over there, and it just reminds me of where I've come from. You know, 24 years ago when I thought that this was pretty. They're supposed to be hibiscus, and yeah. And then you look at things like this, and it's like, that can't be the same person. But it is. Okay. Let's get some blue. Oh, I got some blue right there. It's something, Deb. It is something. I wonder what that says. Just don't have the dimension. Yes, looks like it does not, Lucy. You're a beautiful painter, silly. It was, yeah, not pretty. So I have a little bit of that cobalt teal. I'm going to put a little bit of that green gold on those wings. Did I line it up right? I might even add a touch of purple. Let's see if I can. Do you mail to Canada? Since I'm back in Florida. Oh, do you? Yes, I do mail to Canada. All the time. Okay, let's go back to that green with the body. Alrighty. Now, we don't want it to look like a stencil, do we? So we're going to bring those wings to the body. Dry brush highlight. All right, let's dry that, put a little bit of blue. Suddenly the wind is howling and it's pea-sized hail. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. I'll do a little bit of that cobalt teal hue, and then I'm going to put a little bit of purple. Let's try it. Okay. And since everything else is outlined, I will go ahead and outline a little bit and get a little bit of a highlight on the body, but loose. Alrighty. Last little thing. A little on the dark side, Sandy. I want it to be dark enough that y'all can see it. Okay. Dark light, dark light. Put it on and leave it. Okay, and then I was thinking how fun it would be to come in and do some of these little stamens with that gold. Playing, allowing yourself to play, creating different things, kind of getting outside the box. It's what I do in my membership group all the time. Decorative painting, mixed media, art journaling, a lot of times pep talks and encouragement and inspiration, and look how fun those gold dots are. Right? Okay. I think I'm going to add a little bit on that dragonfly as well. Okay. Cute. Cute, cute, cute. All right, guys. So that's on our bokeh background. Let me try that. I'm trying to decide if I should do a border. Night, Cheryl. And by border, I mean, love the gold dots. It added just a little touch, and then you can see the gold stenciling in the background, especially on, let's turn it so you can see right there on that leaf. I want to get into those. Okay. I'm going to take a baby wipe, wrap it around my finger, get some Payne's Gray, and work that in like I would bunny pushing a wheelbarrow. That's exactly what it looks like. Oh my goodness. And the third petal from the left is a fancy bird. I absolutely love it, Kathy, that you see that. Okay. So I'm going to take the baby wipe around my finger, and I have that Payne's Gray, And I'm just going to softly go around those edges just to give it a little vignette look. On these little tabs, it can be a little tricky, so I tend to just touch and push. Touch and push. Hello. Okay, so I love that, how that frames that in. Let me see if I have. Oh, goodness, Sandy. I should have marked these so I could show you. I probably don't have it. Oh, there's another one of those. I tend to have two. Oh, that's the one I was telling you guys about that I had. So background was done exactly the same way. And I just drew on those, just a little greenery. Went around it, stenciled it. I'm going to have to find it and I'll show it to you guys tomorrow. Because I didn't know where it went. Love that page. Okay, so those are our two things that the other one's on the floor. And our, I might fiddle around with this one a little bit, especially over here. I might make that flower a little bit white. And if I do, I'll show you guys tomorrow. But how fun to take your old paint on your palette, create a background, and then the prompts like we did with gesso and texture and bokeh and using that collage. And again, if you just feel it, it's got so much texture to it and there's so many different things going on that, it's fun. It's fun to play, create, try not to overthink. Before you varnish, do you matte spray? I don't, Janet, no. Not pointing into the page, pointing in can cause problems. Ask me how I know. Good point. What Chris is saying is when you do that border, you want your finger and your wrist to always be on the inside of your page, because if you're out here, you're going to do a very harsh line. So always have your wrist and move your page so that your wrist is constantly in the center. Okay. Let me look and see okay, yes, good question. So with the, on this one with the white pen, I will spray it before I use the soft touch varnish. And I use, let me see if I have it. I have a new one that Kathy McAllister just sent me, but this is typically what I use is the matte Americana spray. And then I will go over it with a brush and seal it with the soft touch varnish. Okay. All right. So, I was just looking at that question. They both turned out great. We'll watch the replay. Hello, Mona. All right, guys. Whew, it's hot in my studio. Y'all have a fantastic night. Thanks for joining me again and watching both of those come together from last night. To those that joined, remember, if you joined my membership group and you haven't been to the Facebook private page yet, make sure you do that so you can get in there and start seeing all the content. We have a lesson tomorrow night. We're doing a basket with hydrangeas. I need to fix my hydrangeas. That's why I haven't loaded it on the page, guys. And if you have any questions at all about my membership group, please feel free to message me. We would love to have you. I really didn't know how or what you could do with that background, but love it. Oh, thank you, Carrie. It was busy. I have to say I was a little worried. appreciate all of y'all, and I will be back tomorrow night after my lesson with my group, so most likely around 9 o'clock. Okay? I will see you guys later. Thanks for joining me. Leave you with a little inspiration.